Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is a Conqueror Gun Carriage, the Tier 10 British SPG, and it's on the defending spawn of Sand River. Yes, this is another assault battle, and you can see a 4-leaf clover on the side of this vehicle, and it's being commanded by Punish Bear. Okay, and he's moving to his firing position. Is he heading? Oh, he's just heading back into the dunes area, staying on the west side of the map. He's not going to go very far. He's got a big 9.4-inch howitzer to play with, 234 millimeters of punishment, and because it can come down virtually vertically, people tend to call it the Conqueror Orbital Laser Cannon, or other expletives which we can't mention on this channel. There's a T-49 who's taking an enormous risk. Rounds out. And yes, 103 hit points of damage already from one shot, and Punish Bear's got his name on the scoreboard. Okay, Scorpion G and Reveillerice, or Ravioli as Jingles likes to call it. In actual fact, they were called raviolis, funnily enough. It's in some quarters they were called that, so not unusual for Jingles to say that. Although we do like it when he says that, the ravioli, because it is quite funny. I know that the French people, though, liked us to call it Reveillerice because we have to speak French to do that. Right, we can't see the Reveillerice. He's hiding from us, but we can see the T-49, and he's just taken a big hit. Oh no, he's gone forward, but he's been stunned. So that's going to deter him from popping his head up just in case he gets shot. That 1390 is very dangerous. He's actually using the riverbed on grid square E3 to hide himself. The Jaegeru hasn't moved up yet to a firing position, so he can actually take a shot. But we're going after this T62 in grid square F0. Now that's one of the routes that I tend to favour for getting into the south area. You go through E0, head south, get round the back of the enemy. Round out on the Type 4. Well, it landed behind him, 123 hit points, 3 critical hits. I think he thought that it was going to come backwards, and it would have then the shell walked onto the shell. We can see where that shell landed, directly behind and to the right. It looks like the Type 4 Heavy is still receiving hits though, so he has picked up some stun assist already, over 500 hit points. Oh, it's taking a lot of damage now actually. It's still stunned, but I don't think that stun is from Punish Bear. Okay, he's going after the T62. Oh, the Type 4 was ammo racked and exploded. Literally blew his turret off. That was a big bang. And no, it wasn't a joke either. Yep. No, shouldn't refer to the Big Bang Theory. Okay, AMX 1390, he's keeping mobile. That's actually the right thing to do. Keep changing course, makes it difficult for Arty to pin you down for light tank, but we can do it. And Punish Bear has a very good chance there, has a very good try at taking out that 1390. Unfortunately, he's just a little behind. Now, I suspect he stunned him because he did walk through that position just before the shell landed. So I think he probably picked up the rear end of it. Unfortunately, we've lost another teammate. The Gorilla 15 was taken out by the T-49. That Gorilla there is poking the ridgeline, but he's pulled back, so we can't see him at the moment. Okay, AMX 1390 is coming to sight again, and we're loaded. Rounds out. Oh, no, landed short. He wasn't fully dialed in. So, yeah, it was going to be a clutch shot, really, to be honest. He's got a huge 38-second reload on this particular Arty. Mind you, that is better than the stock time. So, in that sense, actually, that is a benefit. the standard time for reload of this particular Arty is 58.1 seconds. So for him to get it down to 38 means he must be using a rammer and quite a well-trained crew. He's dialed in where he thinks that T-44 was going, but we've lost sight of him again. Okay, round out on the Revelry. Say, oh, and a direct hit takes him out. 507 hit points, right on the money. And it's now smoking wreck. That was a good shot. He let that dial in and out the game. Right, the Gorilla's popped up again, and he's up on that, perched up on that dune, waiting for his shot. But unfortunately, Punish Bear is not loaded, so he can't take advantage of it. Oh, no, has he popped up again? He has fired, but he's pulling back into the dune. Almost ready and fully dialed in. Rounds out. No, it landed behind him. 91 hit points of splash and the stun. And the stun's going to make it difficult for the Gorilla to hit anything. Now, this is an assault battle, remember. So, 4 minutes, 10 seconds now. They haven't got long to push in. And most of Punish Bear's teammates are still active and defending, so it's only, I mean, they're pinging the map now to the east. They are worried that, yes, the enemy is making a push down the east side. I don't know if Punish Bear's spotted that yet. No, he's aiming for where the Gorilla was last seen, but I think maybe he needs to consider changing the aim temporarily. There's the T-49. He's stationary as well. He's poking to try and get a shot in. Now you can splash him to death. Going after the T-44. Oh, yes! Oh, it's the AMX 1390 he took out. Wow! He took him out on the move, and you could see the wreck slew to a halt as he was taken out. So he's got rid of one of their dangerous opponents, because that AMX can really move about, and taking him out certainly going to help the team. But that Lorraine 40T is in a whole world of trouble. He's being chased by that T-62. He has got a teammate turning up, a Scorpion, but he's lost most of his health. The Scorpion turns up to try and deter the T-62, and Punish Bear's loaded. Rounds out immediately. Oh, and it falls short. Oh, and I'm not sure they're going to keep those two alive. The Lorraine's gone down, and I think the Scorpion's going to be in trouble. He's stunned. Oh, he's gone out. He's been taken out by the T-44. And that opens the door for the enemy to flood into the rear through E0, through the eastern route. The Object 704 and the T-62 are making their way west now. And I think that's time for Punish Bear to consider relocating. But he's focusing at the moment all his attention to the east. Can't see anything. There's a Gorilla now gone in down into the riverbed, and he's attacking the Type 4 Heavy. But he's taken a big hit from the Type 4 Heavy, and the Heavy took a big hit from him. In fact, the enemy is now starting to move down through F7, and now would be a good idea to fire in around there to stop the Type 4 Heavy from being killed. But Punish Bear is still occupied with this T-62. Yeah, that Type 4 is not going to last long. No, he's gone. T-49 took him out, derped him. And the T-49 is now coming up through the village. There is a Jaeger and the T-30 nearby. And of course they're quite dangerous tank destroyers. But the enemy is now starting to come south. The ST. We've had the 2-minute hooter, and that's 1 minute 20 seconds. And the T-49 is now capping. And he's been joined by the T-44. Now would be a good time for Punish Bear to start laying shells down into the cap to reset the cap. He can be seen by the Object 704, I think. He's trying to get below the dune. Can he fire a round in from there? Yeah, I'm sure he can. He just needs somebody to spot for him. And the ST-1's coming down from the north. Now hopefully the Type 4 will do interference and keep that ST-1 away. And he's got that Type 62 coming up. Now it's a manual aim. Oh, he missed! Oh no! But the Type 62, T-62 is ignoring him. He's going for the Type 4 Heavy. and the Type 4 has just taken out the IS-3, and the T-62's... Oh, no, that was a shot from the enemy Lorraine, 15551. Now, the T-62, I think, is going to try a shot into... Oh, he's hit the track! He's bounced a shot! And that shot probably would have finished Punish Bear off. And there's the Type 4 Heavy's gone, which means the others are going to turn around and go for him. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1. He gets another hit from the backhand. He's won! Oh my god, I don't believe this. He's actually won with the enemy streaming around him. He's trying to defend himself. He's just won a Kolobanov. All his teammates were taken out. They were all around him. They ignored him and went after the Type 4 Heavy. And in doing that, they just gifted him a Kolobanov. Because the clocks run out and they were failed to cap in time. Oh my god, let's have a look at this. He didn't get a tanker award, but he got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 10. He got a Kolobanov medal, the medal everyone would like to get for standing alone against more than 5 enemy and surviving to win the battle. And he got a Starks medal. He managed to kill at least 2 enemy tanks, received at least 2 hits, and lost at least 2/3 of his hit points, and survived the battle. Oh my god, look at this. Amazing. And the fact that the enemy was so close to him, they could see him, but they couldn't kill him in time. They were still reloading after killing the Type 4. Oh, what a way to win it. That was fantastic. What an exciting end. Okay, let's have a look at the results, the team score. I've gone horse. He came third on damage, 2,366 hit points. When it came to kills, well, he was joint top with 2. The Type 4 Heavy as well got 2. And when it came to base XP, he was third with 598. He was beaten by the AMX 50-100 and his teammate in the FB207. But he fired 13 rounds, got 2 direct hits, 2 penetration, and 8 splash damage. Did damage of 2,366 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He actually received 4 hits. 2 were penetrations and 2 were non-penetrations. One of those was from the T-62, hit the tracks, and he blocked damage of 320 hit points. So it just goes to show, if the T-62 had just turned and fired a second round after the first, he would have finished him off, and I think that probably would have been the end of the game because they would have got the Type 4. So they actually targeted the wrong tank. He hit 7 of the enemy but only destroyed 2 of them. He also did stun assistance damage of 785 hit points and caused by 8 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 41,853 credits, and there's a holy ops bonus not showing here. And after repair and ammunition resupply, and he did use a lot of ammo, and it is rather expensive for the CGC at 2,450 credits a round. He was actually left with a deficit of 1,170 credits, but I'm sure he'd be quite happy to give up 1,170 credits in return for a Kolobanov. It's a no-brainer. He received 897 XP, and that was ×2 for the first victory of the day, and there was a holy ops bonus there as well, so he took away 2,225 XP in total. So well done there, Punish Bear. That's a really exciting end to a Sand River Assault. I always like those ends where you think, oh my god, which way is it going to go? You don't know. And that one was really exciting, especially when they got so close. And I just cannot understand why that T-62 driver, who is known as Aldermatter 77, made the decision to bypass you and go for the Type 4. I'll never know why, but he's probably kicking himself forevermore about that bad decision, because it really was. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, because we need all the subscriptions we can get since YouTube moved the goalposts. And hopefully it'll be your replay that we'll be featuring in our next video.